And so it's finally time for us to finish up the resurrection batch for this month. In this case, we have the Bond version of Chad. Yesterday, we showcased Uryu, and a couple of days ago, we showcased Ichigo. Recommend you guys check them out, but today's focus is going to be on one of the more iconic characters in this particular banner, and even game for the most part when it comes to the Brave Battle meta, that being the Bond version of Chad. This character essentially replaced Broken, again, one of the more iconic characters in the game, and has been relevant in the Brave Battle metas for basically the last 5 or so years. You still see him being used, and he has been used up until his resurrection. The whole reason for that is because he was a human character. Very rarely did someone have killer against him. His killer aged like wine. It's always relevant, and it's even more relevant right now. And the main factor is that he was premium. So many people, as we went by the years, have got this character 5 out of 5, and it was much more beneficial to work on this character than bring a new 1 out of 5 Brave Battle character. In fact, he was one of the few counters to the invincibility meta when that first started to happen around the 5th anniversary. So to see this character now get a resurrection is kind of cool, but how good is the resurrection? Well, the start of this soul trait, originally being damage taken minus 16%, is now that with the addition of buffing his normal attack damage by also 16%. This is pretty much the best soul trait combination you could ask for when it comes to a Brave Battle character like himself, and it's also really good for future speed Brave Battle characters. Currently, a great character to use this on is going to be the Beyond Bankai version of Sergeant. Once more, because I know a lot of people have this character max transcended, he's a really good link for those characters since he is providing them those extra bit of stats. Other than that though, when it came to the skills he picked up, he can only pick up one new skill, and it's kind of a boring one, but it isn't bad by any means. He picked up 40% more damage with his normal attacks. So essentially, when it comes to his resurrection, all he got was a 56% increase on his normal attack damage. Is that bad? I wouldn't say so. It would have been nice if they could have done something a tad bit special, maybe give him a unique Brave Battle skill like they did with Unohana, for example. But I don't think it matters that much. This character has always just been a character designed to be super tanky. So him still doing that, but now having a tad bit extra damage might be good, so let's check it out. Alright, so the team that we're going to be using today is this particular team. No idea if it's the most optimal one, but I hope it kind of works. Mainly due to the fact that these are the 3 best premium characters that are actually Brave Battle characters. So it would be nice to see a team like this actually work. And this team is only going to get better with time. Duplicates obviously do play a big important role in Brave Battles. Unless you're using an SB team like this, they make quick work of any team. But in this case, you can kind of see here, Chad has been out for many years now, so that's why I have him 5-5. Oko is another premium Brave Battle character, also really good to go against captains. He is currently 3 out of 5, but he's only been out for like a year at this point. And then Ishin, who's still somewhat new, I only have 1-5 because, you know, you haven't had a lot of opportunities to pull for this character. As time goes by, I'm going to get Oko 5-5, and I'm eventually going to get this character 5-5, just like how most of us got this character 5-5. But in this case, for those curious about the builds, we're going with a full attack strategy, full damage reduction, level 10 attack, dodge, and also pierce the barrier. With Oko, very similar build, full attack, full damage reduction, 3 out of 5, so level 10 attack, focus, and stamina, with dodge and also pierce barrier. And then Chat is going with a bit of a different build. Since our focus is to give him full defense, we've gone with this particular build. This basically gives him the most amount of defense here. We have 3 DR soul traits, his max transcended, and then his bonus abilities is dodge and also pierce barrier. So for a team like this, you kind of have to be picky on who you go against. You can't go against every single team, maybe unless you have their max transcended, but we can kind of make this work. So let's go against Lindo here. They are a 2-time score. We're going to put our Chad against their particular Yuha. Our Oko is going to kill their Sergeant, and then Ishin should make for a decent opponent against Kenpachi. It might not be the best idea to keep... Oh, he's actually a max transcended Kenpachi. Interesting. It might not be the best idea to keep Yuha last because he gets stronger as we go, but we'll see how it goes, right? So Sergeant goes down. Quick work of him. The Oko is going to have a very easy time going against the Kenpachi. Any captain, Oko does do a really good job. And in that case, Chad was able to survive. That's not too bad. Did get him quite weak, but Yuha is the best Brave Battle character. First W for the day. Not too bad. Going against this team here, I'm not sure it's going to work. Hopefully, our Ishin can kind of stop their Aizen. Let's see that is the case. Kind of. Our Oko should still kill their... Yeah, look at that. Super easy. Our Chad is going against their Chad and kind of make quick work of him. Again, the whole thing with using old characters like this particular Chad is that you do want to have the stat advantage here. They are naturally at a disadvantage since they released 5 years apart. So a 1 out of 5 Bond Chad is never going to be a 1 out of 5 new Brave Battle character. So a team like this is only really going to work, especially with Chad in the team, if he is max transcended. And in this case, you can see that we aren't using a team booster other than Chad. So Chad is playing an important role, even if he does die, because he is giving us the 33% attack, focus, and defense increase. Going against this particular team here, they have a very similar attack or power level vulnerable to us. I think Yuha's going to be the biggest problem here. We'll see how it goes. So hopefully we can actually kill their Chad. You can see here that the Chad is doing basically 1 damage. He's doing no damage to us. Our Ishin has been paralyzed. So is Oko. Oh no. Don't say we're getting paralyzed. Oh no. The Yuha OP. I mean, I'm going to keep this in. It's worth knowing that Yuha is still the best character in this mode for a reason. Look at this. Bro paralyzed all 3 of us. Now he's going to get us in an infinite paralysis loop. Oh, no. What have we done to deserve this? I mean, he's taking the damage, though. Can he clutch us up? I don't think so. If we can get out the process, we can do it. Please don't grab it. Stop. Yuha, please. No. Unfortunately, I think this team is going to struggle to go against Yuha if we're trying to only use premium characters, right? I mean, you could see that it did take quite some time for them to even kill my Chad there. Unfortunately, the Yuha got super lucky, paralyzing both my Ishin and Oko with just his strong attacks. Let's go against this team, though. We should be quite good here. The Oko and Ishin should do their role. Let's focus on the Chad versus Kenpachi, though. This is a max translated Kenpachi, so I'm kind of curious to see how this does play out. Yeah, okay. That Kenpachi might have been max transcended, but he definitely wasn't built the best there. Our Chad barely took any damage, and that was a very easy W. Alright, I might be setting myself up here, but we're putting Chad against a max transcended Yuha. Bro has 72,000 HP. Let's see how this one does go down. Hopefully we don't get paralyzed. We got paralyzed, never mind. But you know what? Oh, and so did Ishin. This has just been a Yuha showcase is what it's been. But hold on, Chad's up. Chad's back up. Chad's back up. Hey, Chad, let's go. I don't know what happened there. I have no idea what just happened there, but okay. We'll take the dubs when we can. I don't know how that worked out, but it did. So we'll put in Chad against Yuha again, may just due to the fact that Oko and also Ishin are basically direct counters to the characters they're going against, and that will basically allow it to become a 3v1. In this case, you can see how it's kind of working. I guess the goal for this team is for Ishin and also Oko to take down their opponents, while Chad is still tanking away, taking all the damage, or more so taking little damage, and that will give time for our 2 side characters to approach the 3rd character, in that case Yuha, and that's how we were able to win that particular fight. So I'm seeing a rare max transcended full team, but we also have a weekend to go against. Chad has always been a great character to go against weekend, especially in the heyday. The only problem is if we get inflicted by weakening, which doesn't look to be the case here, so actually very easy fight. Weekend is actually set to get his resurrection sometime in the future later this year, so I'm looking forward to trying him out too. Alright, this team is pretty well built. The idea here is that Chad once more is to be the tank. We put Oko against the Kuriyashiki because we should win there, and then because their Chad doesn't go through invincibility, Ishin shouldn't really struggle there. We went through it relatively quick, and Yuha barely did that much damage to us, right? At that point, we didn't even get under 50 bits in stamina. Very easy W once more. So for this game, we're putting Chad against Sergeant. We do have Killer against him, but he does have Killer against us. The only problem I could see here, didn't matter. I don't think that was a well-built Sergeant. I'm not entirely too sure. The only problem I see coming across Sergeant is that he can actually inflict us with paralysis on that SA2. And if we do get inflicted by that, there's a good chance we are going to lose that particular fight. So he might not be the safest character to use against Sergeant, but in that particular battle, it just worked out. This lad right here is pretty much a great team for us to go against. We're pretty much using the 3 best characters to, go against these characters to a certain extent. Oko, super easy time. Their Kuriyashiki goes down. And then Chad, unironically, is actually a good counter to go against the power Chad. Counter if you have him max transcended, right? But since that Chad doesn't have killer against us, we don't have killer against him, we're mainly relying on the attribute advantage there, and it did work out in our favor. A max transcended Chad against a max transcended Kenpachi. I don't know if this is going to work out in our favor, but we're going to see how it goes. Probably not. We'll see. So damage numbers are looking very similar on both sides. But we were actually winning there, and we are fortunate enough there that the other characters again win their battle, and it allows them to approach the Kenpachi and basically made it a 3v1. But in terms of damage numbers, their Kenpachi wasn't doing that much damage to us. But in that case, I believe they were lacking a booster, so they were at a natural disadvantage. Way back in 2017, though, lads, we have the King of Brave Battles against the Queen of Brave Battles. Let's see how they battle now, 5 years later. How does it still pan out? Chad should win this, right? Surely? Okay, not really. Oh, there we go. I mean, they were doing decent against each other. Once more, our strategy is working here. Chad just being the tank while the other 2 characters deal with their opponents, and that's how we're going to win. This isn't a team that I thought would be doing well, but it's going quite decent. Now, in this case, this is a max transcended team. Wow. And they also have a max transcended full defense Yuha. But we are going to potentially be able to pull this through. Unfortunately, Chad got weakened, or paralyzed more so, and we're going to get stuck once more in the paralysis loop. No, Yuha, stop. This isn't fair. I know I said I was happy that he's broken in Brave Battles, but damn. Let me get... Oh, Chad! Chad! Hold on. There's potential. Chad, do something. Damage is not good. Ah, he got paralyzed again. Oh, no. Oh, Oko's going off. No. Chad, he just got unparalyzed and paralyzed again. No, stop, Yuha, please. While we're here, though, do you guys remember the, like, 5-minute Brave Battle games that used to be a common occurrence back in the day because everyone just had a full defense, Chad? I'm kind of glad they're a thing of the past now. Very rarely does it... Oh, hold on! Chad! Paralyzed him! He paralyzed him! Okay, we don't have... We're back in 2019, man. The game's going to last more than a minute. Unfortunately, there's always been a problem with Chad. He doesn't actually have Debilitator, so the paralysis only lasts like 2 seconds. If he did have the Debilitator, we could have probably stacked our paralysis, but you know, we lost there, but that made for a fun game. Jumping into our final match here, let's see how this one does play out. There, Yuha is kind of built interesting. He doesn't have level 10 attack. He's gone with stamina and defense. I'm not sure if that's going to be the play here, but we actually can see that the Ishin died to the Kenpachi. That's kind of rare to see. Unfortunately, the Chad did get paralyzed. Oh my god, stop. Not like this. Hold on. This is ridiculous. We were actually going to win that fight too if we didn't get paralyzed. Can we still clutch up? He can't do damage to us. He's doing 1 damage. We very well might be here for 5 minutes. I guess the drain's doing damage to us too. And to be fair, the second he gets his boost off, if we can't get ours off, he is going to win the fight. He isn't going for the boost though. We might be able to clutch us up. We're going for it. Go on, Chad. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Get the boost off. There we go. Oh, no, okay, we both got the boost. He's only doing 1 damage to us, though. This has been the weirdest set of battles I've ever seen, lads. It's been a minute since we had a game like this and we got paralyzed. Allow it. He's missing the box. He got it. No. Oh, we're off it. Come on. We paralyzed. Hold on. Nah, we're not going to do enough damage. It's going to be too slow. We need to kind of paralyze him and then get our boost off and just have that couple extra seconds. But unfortunately, Chad goes down after a minute. Yuha just doing Yuha things. But anyway, lads, with that said, that was the video for today, trying out Chad. I had a bit of fun, I'm not going to lie. It's been a minute since I've used this team. I essentially replaced him with Yuha when Yuha came out on the 7th anniversary. I think he still kind of plays the same way. He's still the tanky character as he's always been if you are going with the full defense build, which is usually the idea that you do with this particular character. And his resurrection really doesn't change that. He only saw a damage increase, and I guess it does help out to a certain extent. Is this enough for you to put him in your team though? Maybe not. I still prefer to use SP characters in Brave Battles. They're more consistent. But the team that we did use today was still somewhat consistent, given the fact that we won most of our games. The only time that we lost was when Yuha hit us with the infinite paralysis loop. And as time goes by, the team that we did showcase is going to get better because the longer they age, the more dupes you're going to get of them. And that's when you can make a really powerful triple premium Brave Battle team. With that said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys next time. Take care and peace.